Hey everyone! Today we're talking about possibly the most important exercise that you could be doing. Yes, you guessed it, we are talking about master copies and why you should be doing them. My name is Ken Goshen, and I'm really happy to be teaming up with Academic Artworks to bring you my insight on this topic. We are so excited to see announcements that museums are starting to reopen around the world, and we hope classical art enthusiasts will soon be able to once again see masterpieces in person. In this video, you see me in my favorite museum, the Met, copying my favorite painter, Jean-Auguste Dominique Ingres. So, why am I doing this, and why should you be doing this? The best way to think about it is to understand that painting and drawing are just like any other discipline. And when you're trying to learn a discipline, what do? You look to the greatest of all time and you try to analyze their moves and to incorporate their moves into your own style. Let's say we're trying to learn boxing. What do? First thing we do is we take a look at Muhammad Ali, we take a look at Mike Tyson, we take a look at Floyd Mayweather, and we analyze how are they doing what they're doing? How are they moving their hands? How are they moving their feet? How are they moving their shoulders? And you go to the gym and you try to make those movements. That's copying. That's copying. You are learning from the greats by copying what they're doing. Then you're learning their skills and you're bringing them into your own work. The same exact thing is true for painting. I am very concerned with how Ink is using lines, how he's using values, how he's using color, how he's using edges. All those things are fascinating to me. And by copying his work, I get to have a really firm understanding of how he does all this stuff. And then I can take the skills that he uses to paint 19th century portraits and paint 21st century breads or whatever it is that I want to do. Once I have the knowledge in my hands, I can put it to use in whichever way I choose. Now, what's important to understand is that this is how the greatest masters of all times learned how to paint. And what was good for them should definitely be good for us. Rubens copied Titian, Velázquez copied Rubens, Goya copied Velázquez. It's a chain of influence and inspiration that these people are learning from each other, and it's up to us to become another link in that chain. Think about it this way. Dürer wanted to study from Titian, and he had to travel across Europe, across the mountains, a journey that took months just to go to Italy and to have a look at what Titian had to say in his paintings. We live in such extraordinary times where we can just open Google and we can see the paintings from all the greatest periods of art. It would be crazy not to take advantage of it. Think of what Isaac Newton said. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Ken, what about my own personal style? How will copying other people help me develop my own unique voice as an artist? That's a great question, and I'm going to address it right away, but first just a quick reminder that if you're watching this video and enjoying it, you need to be following Academic Artworks and you need to be following me. So you want to follow academic_artworks and you want to follow Ken Goshen. And now for my take on originality. The example I love to give is cocktails. When you're coming up with a new cocktail, you take liquors that are already out there in the world and you find an interesting new way to mix them. That's what makes a new original cocktail. Now, in my opinion, it's the same for art. Let's take two of my favorite painters, Ingres and Rembrandt. Ingres paints everything bathed in light, everything sensitive, no brushworks are visible, while Rembrandt buries everything in shadow and paints really boldly with a ton of paint textures. So on paper, these two styles do not connect. But it is my dream to become the cocktail that connects them. I want to be that mixture. I want to become the painter who can bring together these two styles and make something new. make something unique. So in essence, familiarizing yourself with different master techniques gets you closer to originality, because then you have the strength to bring together techniques from different time periods, different approaches to art that really don't seem like they have anything in common, and make it your own by bringing them together. That's how you make an original cocktail, and that's how you become an original artist. So that's my take on master copies. It helps you learn all the most important skills, and it paves the way towards you finding your own personal style. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave comments below. Let me know what you think. See you next time.